So I quite often get asked what are the best tactics and formation in order to go 20-0 in Foot Champ. So I'm going to be showing you guys. Hopefully you enjoy. Let's try and hit 200 likes. Subscribe for the best custom tactics on YouTube. And let me know what your favourite formation is as well. But for now, let's get into the video. If you want the cheapest FC24 coins to get ahead of the competition, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 5% off. Okay, so this is my current team. I don't often play on my own account. If any of you guys want me to try and hit you a rank 1 on your own account, then the link is in the description. We guarantee at least a rank 3. So, you know, you can go into it knowing you're going to get some top rewards. If you can't play your weekend league, maybe you aren't quite good enough yet to get the top ranks, it's a good option for you. Link in the description. But you guys are here for the custom tactics. I'm going to show you all of the ones I use. Predominantly, you'll see me using the 4-3-2-1. That is what I think the best formation is. But we'll quickly skim through all the different tactics that I use. So, firstly, we have this one. It is a 4-2-1-3. And I'm not saying it's the best formation in the game, but it's pretty damn fun to use. I will say that much. That is what I use with it. 71 depth, which is something you're going to see a lot. It's pretty OP. Direct passing, 65, 6 on the players in the box. What you get with this formation is essentially a 4-2-3-1, except for instead of wide cams, you actually have the wingers. It works really well. You know, you get those runners in behind. Good options in the midfield as well. The build-up play feels nice. It's a pretty decent formation. We have cut inside, and get in behind, along with come back on defence. You can see there's a pretty big gap in between the fullback and the winger. So you just want to make sure that you've got that defensive support, you know, when off the ball. Stay central, get in behind on the striker. We have just balanced on the sort of centre mid cam guy, and then cover centre on the 2 midfielders. Balanced, and then it's mixed for the attacking runs as well. So you're going to have your fullbacks getting involved a bit. You will have your midfield covering, you know, when players are out of position and stuff. Pretty decent setup. We'll move on. 4-2-3-1. If you guys struggle, like, playing the high line, you can whack that down to, like, 50 on the depth, and you can play with it that way. I'm sure you'll still have some success with that. Direct passing, 60 on the width, 6 players in the box, and that is how I line it up. Obviously, we've got Salah there for the finesses. Puskas is insane with the Trivela shots. We've got the 5-star, 5-star, good passing guy in the cam position. And then just balance, you know, midfield. I like to have 2 sort of box-to-box players now. But get in behind, stay forward on the striker. Stay forward, get into the box on the cam, and then come back on defence, get into the box on the wide cams. Just cut passing lanes, cover centre on the midfielders, and stay back while attacking, but also overlap on the fullbacks. This isn't really a formation, you know, where you need your fullbacks getting involved. You have enough attacking options with these cams, so that is what I go for with that. And now the 4-3-2-1. This is what I would say is, like, genuinely the best formation in the game. You'll see a lot of pros using it. The reason it's so good is because you can manipulate this formation into playing in different ways. Specifically for defending, you can make it become a 4-4-2, and then in the attack, like, it's essentially 3 strikers. So you're going to have all of those runners getting in behind. It's great for either over-the-top through balls or, like, driven passes in behind. Just super, super, super good. But for the actual tactics, balanced, 71 depth once again, direct passing, 60 width, 6 players in the box. That is how I line it up. So in this position, you might be thinking, like, what is Ousmane Dembele doing there? You can get away with just playing a normal attacker. So whether it's Neymar, you know, I've had Puskas there on another account as well. It just works, you know, as long as you've got 2 actual midfielders, you can just throw whoever you want that's an attacking player into that other centre mid spot, and it works super, super well. Stay central, get in behind on the left forward and the striker, and then this is where you can manipulate this formation. So come back on defence on the right forward, Then just make sure that on the right centre mid you've got cover centre, and then the middle centre mid cover centre. And that's going to make Salah become a right mid, 2 centre mids here, and then Dembele left mid, only when defending. So it's obviously just because a 4-4-2 is a lot more defensively secure than a 4-3-2-1. Like, you look at this formation, there's too much space out wide. Like, it's not a good defensive setup. So we change it to become a 4-4-2, and you'll see that at the very top level as well. Overlap on the fullbacks. The reason I've got stay back on Militao is because he's horrible going forward. Like, you don't want Eder Militao in your attack at all, to be honest with you. He's more of a hindrance than he is a help. So you don't want him in there. But in general, you know, if you had like Hakimi or Cancelo or somebody like that, just stick them on balanced, and then you can stick the overlapping runs on as well. But I don't with Militao because he's awful going forward. So that is the one I use the most. Obviously, it's important to have an all-out constant pressure setup as well. This is something that's very overlooked. You don't want to be pausing the game, you know, having to change to constant. Just make sure you have one set up. Obviously, you know, constant pressure, 100 depth. The reason I go 7 players in the box is because I don't want my centre-backs running up. Like, same sort of thing as with Militao. Like, if I've got Van Dijk with the ball on the edge of my opponent's box, what am I even going to do? Like, you just don't want him up there, full stop. But fast build-up, forward runs, max on the corners and free kicks. And that is how I set it up. You know, you're going to have attacking runs everywhere. Obviously, you only want to use this setup when you're really struggling. You know, a goal or 2 down with 20 minutes to go, for example. And if your opponent's keeping the ball a lot, that is what you want to go for. But getting behind on literally everybody. Balanced on the centre mids and cover centre. And then stay back while attacking on the centre backs. But yeah, I mean, some good setups here for you guys to try. I would say if you're more of a sort of attacking player, the 4-3-2-1 would be perfect for you. If you prefer playing a bit more slow, keeping the ball, a bit more defensive structure, then the 4-2-3-1 is a good option. And, you know, this 4-2-1-3, it's essentially a 4-2-3-1, but with wingers that actually get in behind. So I would say it's a slightly more attacking version of a 4-2-3-1. So that could be a nice little balance for you as well. But let me know your weekend league record. You know, I'd be interested to know, since you guys start using my tactics and stuff, you know, how much you improve. I've done a lot of coaching sessions with people. If you are interested in that, the link is in the description to join my Patreon. Building up a nice little community in there as well. I'd love to have some more of you guys. But that is going to be it. Hopefully it helps you. Good luck in your foot champs. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.